So let's do a vehicle tour. What I can tell you about this car is that it is bone stock. It was sitting where I bought it from for the last 6 or 7 years. And before that, probably 30 something. In fact, as we'll see on the tour, it looks like the last date of registration was 1987. The car has 25,800 miles on it, very low miles car. And let's see what we're working with. Okay, so for those of you guys who don't know about DeLoreans, this is VIN 1573. That means it is a very early car. DeLorean started at 500. And so that means that this was one of the first 1,100 cars that came off the line. Some features that it has that are a little bit rarer are this gas flap hood, which appears to be missing the stainless part that goes here. Hopefully we find it in the car. It has the darker colored wheels. This one had at least a pinstripe, which was kind of rare. It has the dark door locks, and a few other things about it are the pontoons where the engine is, which we'll look at the engine too, are this kind of material here. If you can see, it's textured, whereas it does not look like that on this car. So the engine, it looks like an engine that's been sitting for a long time. I can tell you that all of those fuel lines definitely have to be replaced before we try anything. All these rubber hoses, all the fluid are going to have to be drained. We have a flat tire here that's dry rotted. I looked at these tires and it looks like all but one of them were manufactured in the year 2000. Here was the last date of registration right there, 1987. So this was a local car to the area that I'm in. It's been here its entire life, and which is pretty neat. The fitment of the doors is phenomenal. It's definitely a low miles car, not a single ding on it, but you can see it does have quite a bit of dust from sitting where it has been, so we're going to get it cleaned up here real soon. Opening the door, opens up well. Seats are in rough shape, need to be recovered, but that's not a big deal. Doesn't look like they're bolted down. The ignition was ripped out of it, so it doesn't have a key. The binnacle here is cracked, but it can be repaired. The dash has a crack over there, a couple of them, but those can be repaired. But here you go, you can see the mileage, 25,853 miles on a 40-year-old car. A few things missing here, but overall, a lot of it's in good shape. And oh, there is the gas flap piece, so we'll put that right up here. Oh, put it on the right way, and there you go. So let's look behind the seats. Okay, what is this? Look at that. From the dealership, Music City DMC. It is the ugliest hat, but I'm going to keep it. Looks like I'm running out of time on this one. I'll do a part 2 of all of this. And again, follow us so you don't miss the restoration of this car.